So, what up, witches, and welcome to the Sacrilegious Tarot Testimony. Chet 2 Holiday. Nothing beats a Chet 2 Holiday. Ever. Oh my gosh, I love these cards so much. I've been using my cat tarot deck over the weekend, but I've missed these. All right. So I'm going to start with the month of October. Again, I think I pulled some cards for them and I just never wrote it out because life got in the way. But I'm going to go ahead and start new. We're just going to go ahead and do an October spread. We're only on the 6th for the next, hour and a half. So we can go ahead and do the month of October. That's fine. Time is so subjective. Everything is fake. Nothing exists. Okay, I'm just giving you the nice good shuffle. I'm a little stoned, which is the best way to be when doing magic. All right, here we go. So, the month of October. What do we got for us, witches? My grandmother, whose birthday it was, September, a couple days before mine, her death day is Halloween. So I am still honoring my grandmother, but I'm switching out her photo. So last month, I have this lovely photo of her where she signed it for my grandpa, My Love Always Pumpkin. And then for this month, this is her other photo that I'll be putting up. This is my grandma Linda. So I'm putting her on my altar, who is, this is primarily dedicated to Hecate, but I also have symbols of my brothers and my father and other things that I put on this altar. Okay. And then, like, up there, I have my brothers and my dad. All right. So, cut that again. October. The month of October. Let's start with that. Okay. We have the Nine of Cups. That is the wishes fulfilled. So, I guess starting soon. I mean, I'm assuming this is past the first week of the month because we are starting off on the 6th here. So the Nine of Cups is a really good sign of positive things to come. That's a great. Ooh, okay. I'm excited now. What else do we have for October? What's coming in the next, like, middle of the month? Today is also a full moon. Tonight is a full moon between tonight and tomorrow. So it's the perfect time to start new things. Put your crystals out tonight or tomorrow, whichever feels best for you, or both. Do all the witchy shits. If you forgot to do your cinnamon on the 1st, you can do it tonight. There are no rules in witchcraft. Too many cards. The rules are you get to make it yourself. And I will be taking requests in a little while. Ooh, there we go. The Hierophant reversed. So this is rebelling against traditional systems, and especially in forms of government. I know the No King's Day protest is coming up on the 18th. That's definitely middle of the month energy. And it's past the half moon as well. So we will be going toward the new moon energy. I'm trying to get a little more into astrology, but I'm new at it. So bear with me, folks. So we start off the month, or at least in the next few days to a week, with the Nine of Cups, something really positive, and then move into the Hierophant reversed, which is perfect for No King's Day protest energy. What comes after that? What do we have towards the new moon, which comes on the 21st? Ooh, the Three of Bones reversed. Okay, this is Three of Wands, so this is expansion or feeling stuck potentially. All right. And then what else do we have? All right, let's see. Yeah, the new moon is the 21st, and the first quarter is the 29th. We, of course, have Halloween. So what's coming on for the end of the month? That's like a whole section. I can't take a whole section, people. You got to give me a single card. There we go. Oh, that just sounds so good. Okay. All right. You know what? We're gonna switch up my spreads here. I'm gonna do something different than I usually do. Because new month, new me. Who dis? Okay. Such a fucking cringy millennial. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Very ambitious energy. So we're moving from wishes fulfill, protests, feeling stuck, ambition. Okay. So towards the end of the month, we're really feeling motivated to get shit done. What is the central message for the month? What is the advice that my spirits have for everybody? My spirits are my family. I do ancestral work. I don't do a whole bunch of deity work. I primarily work with Hecate if I do work with a deity. Ooh, the devil reversed, breaking away from evil systems. That is our central message. Okay. So the beginning of the month, it's like the first, second, third, and fourth week of the month, starting from the 6th to the 31st. And then our central message. I normally draw a top, bottom, and middle, but I don't feel that that's necessary. I feel like this is a pretty complete spread, but I also feel like something's missing. No, 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 no more cards. No more cards. This is it. This is all that's needed. Okay. I'm a intuitive chaos switch, which means I make the fucking rules. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. So we are starting off the month with the 9 of Goblets in this supernatural tarot deck. This is a very good sign for what is to come here soon. I'm actually extremely excited. The 9 of Goblets represents deep emotional fulfillment. This tarot card symbolizes happiness, satisfaction, and getting what you want. When the 9 of Goblets is drawn in a reading, it advises you to have faith in your dreams because fate is conspiring to make them come true. Release the Epstein files, bitch. Speaking of, the Hierophant reversed, a challenge of systems. And number 5 in the major arcana, the Hierophant respects the Hierophant respects and values tradition, order, and rules, much like Billy, a reaper, and later the New Death, who takes her role as keeper of the natural order very seriously. When the Hierophant comes forward reversed, it symbolizes the need to shake up traditions and ask questions, and question the rules. Ask yourself if conformity is serving you well or holding you back. Don't be afraid to blaze your own trail and create a path that works better for you. What a fucking message. Definitely no King's Day energy protest there. Then we have the 3 of Bones reversed. So that's the 3 of Wands in a traditional. Oh, I flipped right to it. Eve, as the mother of all monsters, when reversed, the expansive growth indicated by the 3 of Bones tarot card isn't being allowed to manifest. You may be playing it safe, afraid to step out of your comfort zone and embrace your full potential. Don't bridle your ambition. Now's the time to set your sights higher and give it all you've got. That is a lovely message. Very divine feminine because this is the mother of all monsters. She's a creatrix. And then we end the month with the Knight of Pentacles. Pentagrams in this. There we go. You falling asleep back there, honey? Okay. Azazel is a single-minded, thoroughly evil prince of hell who will stop at nothing to achieve his goal of freeing Lucifer. The Knight of Pentagrams advises you to put action behind your goals, especially ones relating to your career or finances. You have big dreams. Now is the time to go after them. The end of the month would be perfect for going after what you want there. And the central message, the advice for the month is the Devil reversed, which is number 15 in the major arcana, right after Temperance. There we go. The Devil is a warning against corruption, overindulgence, and egotism, traits the fallen angel Lucifer has in abundance. Reversed, Lucifer is an immensely powerful fallen archangel, but even he needs the permission of a human to use them as a vessel. When the Devil tarot card is reversed, it's a reminder that even when you feel powerless, you do ultimately have control over your own destiny. You can escape your devil if you find the courage to break your chains and send him on his way. That is what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. What I've been fucking saying. Okay. That is beautiful, and I love it very, very much. Just absolutely perfect. I have a cool family here. Or I have nuts. So let me take my picture real quick. There you go. That way I can actually post this later. All right. I'm going to do a very quick spread for this week, see what's going on. This is just my favorite deck right now. I'll probably switch it up here for, I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. It's my party, I can do what I want to, do what I want to do. All right. So what is going on for this week, the 5th through the 11th? We're just going to do a quick 3-card spread. Nothing fancy for this week. Keep it simple, stupid. I don't want multiples, please. Let's give ourselves 1 card at a time. Much appreciated. So this is for this week. Quick 3-card draw. You don't really? Oh, okay. So, that is impressive. Literally, the first card that pops up for the month of October is also the first card of this week. So I'm guessing as early as tomorrow, wishes will be fulfilled. Tuesday, October 7th. I don't know how else to. I really don't know how else to interpret that. Okay. Next, what's going on next for this week? We have the 7th through the 11th is pretty much what these next few cards are going to represent. And 2 more cards. Okay, that's too many. 4 cards there. 1 card at a time, please. All right. I still can't believe we got the 9 of goblets twice. Which of those am I supposed to take? That's like, seriously. I guess I'm going to take the world because that's the one that's in my hand there. Like, come on, get your shit together. Okay. So the world is after. This is going to be a good week. This is going to be good. And then the 10 of goblets reversed. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Past. Do I want to do that? Does that feel right? That doesn't, I don't know if that feels right. It's just a 3-card draw. Just a simple 3-card draw. Okay. So this is for the next few days, that ending up this week, the 7th through the 11th. and in between. So I kind of already read the goblet one, didn't I, for the beginning of the month, but just to double down on it, I really want to emphasize how good of a card this is. That the Nine of Goblets represents deep emotional fulfillment, happiness, satisfaction, getting what you want. When this card is in a reading, it advises you to have faith in your dreams because fate is conspiring to make them come true. How did this pop up both in the beginning of the monthly reading and in the beginning of this one? That's just doubling down on how important it is that wishes are about to come true. Then we have the World, which is the last card of the major arcana, number 21. The World represents beginnings, endings, and things coming full circle. For the Winchesters, their world is defined by the open road, the setting for their many adventures, and the path that carries them to their destiny. There's a cyclical element to the World tarot card. Whether you've just finished a major chapter in your life or you're revving up your engines and heading out on your next big adventure, remember that life is never stagnant. Enjoy the ride. Okay. And then finally, we end the week with the 10 of Goblets reversed. There it is. The 10 of Goblets reversed suggests your enduring struggles within interpersonal relationships. Has there been conflict in your home? Have you been at odds with a close friend? It's time to get to the bottom of these conflicts and work on resolving them before they get out of hand and lead to heartache. So we start off with wishes fulfilled. We come to a closing point and a new beginning, which is perfect considering like literally tonight is the full moon. Tonight and tomorrow is the full moon. So definite closing point energy. And then we go into some conflicts, but a reminder that you can work things out as long as you address them. It's when you don't fucking address them that it becomes a problem. Oh, go ahead and take a picture before I fucking forget, because that's how I don't write my shit. That's why I'm behind. Perpetually behind. Perpetually late. I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. Jesus, that's ingrained in my brain. I'm going to switch this up and do a new tarot deck. But the one that I have does not have a guidebook that goes with it. So I'm going to be using my Weed Witch book, which has a section on tarot. Because, I like weed. You like weed. We all scream for ice cream. I love you, honey. Do you fall asleep over there? Why don't you go to bed? Fair enough. It is October after all. Spooky season. Gonna use my Memento Mori tarot deck. And since we are using this guidebook for it, I should provide it a little offering, shouldn't I? Would you like some? Or two? Okay. So this one is for the week of October 12th through the 18th. I might just stick to 3-card draws. It's simple, it's easy. Might actually finish writing them if they're simple and easy. Hey, Rhea. Hello, hello. All right. So this is for the week of October 12th through the 18th. I just finished up the October monthly reading, which was amazing because I doubled down on the Nine of Goblets or the Nine of Cups for the beginning of the month slash the beginning of the remainder of this week. So around tomorrow and the 8th, expect our dreams to come true. Very good news coming our way. But this one is for next week, the 12th through the 18th. Okay. I'm doing simple 3-card draws, nothing fancy, because I want to actually be able to type this shit up. I'm bad, unable to do shit. Woo! Okay. Ace of Wands reversed for the start of the week. So, you just popped right out of my hand. Okay. What do we got next? My brother Michael likes this deck, and his death day was a few days ago. It's right there. Nice up there. It's hard sometimes. Oh, well. There's two there. Nope. Oh, was it that one? Okay. Four of Swords. We need to take a rest before we burn out in the middle of next week. And then we end the week with. That was your cue, guys. Give me a message here. We end the week with. I'll take it. The Four of Wands. Even if it was in the stack, it came up right. I'll take it. So the Four of Wands celebration. Okay, so as we start off with kind of feeling stuck and inhibited, if we take a rest instead of burning ourselves out, we will find stability, success, and joy. That is the basic of that. Let's read from the Wheat Witch. Where is the Okay, come on. That's the astrology section. There we go, tarot. Ace of Wands. The powerful and passionate suit of wands is associated with the element of fire. Like the fire signs in astrology, wands energy has a profound spirit. These creative cards are all about manifestation. Often, a wand card will represent opportunity, whether in love, money, or spiritual growth. And while the stars can hand some luck or firepower your way, the only one who can turn a tarot reading into reality is you. So starting off with the Ace of Wands, a flash of brilliance, new ideas that lead to opportunities and your dreams coming true. However, when reversed, that would be kind of the opposite energy. Assume that you are doing your best to make your dreams come true, but you're always finding yourself tripping over your own feet. Things aren't working out exactly the way you picture them to. They might be okay. They're just not great. So this is just kind of needing to re-examine that flow. It's the moment that when, after weeks of trying to figure out the best way forward, it all comes together in a stoned epiphany like a gift from the goddess Mary Jane. Okay, thankfully the next two are upright, so the meaning will be a little more clear. Four of Swords. I love that we have an ace, a four, and a four. There we go. The Four of Swords carries a simple message: rest. You've been through a lot lately, and you could benefit from time alone to regain your strength. The whole idea of cannabis putting you into a couch lock usually comes with negative connotations, but sometimes a good couch lock is precisely what you need. It can be challenging, especially for the ambitious weed witches among us, to allow yourself a break. This card tells you that it's the best thing that you can do right now. And then finally, we end the week with the Four of Wands. Up to Wands. The Four of Wands depicts a joyful and loving celebration, such as a wedding. Sure, you've seen bartenders at weddings, but did you know that you can hire a bud tender for your nuptials now too? Basically, enjoy life. You can have fun. You can celebrate. So that is next week's. Let's see. I think I'm going to swap now to I want to show off my decks. So this was my Memento Mori. So this was for next week. I'm trying to get ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and pull for the week after as well. Or I can do the daily cards. I haven't done any dailies because I did the weekly. Yeah, let's do a daily for next week. Let's do a daily for next week. And then after I do my dailies, I will be open to requests. So for my dailies, for the 12th, you know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and do the dailies for the 7th for the 18th because you know what? I have a feeling that something good is happening tomorrow. Wow, you just throw yourself out of there. I get it. I get it. It's rude, but I get it. Okay. Nightmare Before Christmas. Because it's October. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 In this town we call home. Everyone hail to the pumpkin song. Okay. I'm worried about your neck if you sleep on that couch. You're going to pop your neck out of place, and then you're not going to be able to pop it back into place unless you get Pepsi up your nose. That's what happened last time. We're in our 30s. We can't be passing out on that soapbox. Okay. So I might not write up this week's daily cards, but I'm going to go ahead and pull them. So the card of the day for tomorrow, the 7th. Tonight and tomorrow is a full moon. Perfect for magic. The card of the day for Tuesday, October 7th. Okay. There was one card. The sun reversed. Okay. The sun reversed for tomorrow, the 7th. What about Wednesday, the 8th? You popped up. Just you? Is it just one? Three of Candles. Interesting. Is it up or down? Down. Oh, Three of Candles reversed. The Three of Wands, or the Three of Bones reversed was the middle of the month energy. That's funny. Okay. I'm stunned. Oop. And the Empress reversed. Okay, so that's the 7th, 8th, 9th. Friday the 10th. Jesus. There we go. Okay, Temperance. So the 10th, we have Temperance. 11th, we have the Star reversed. So that's for the remainder of this week. Bear with me while I take a quick picture. All right. Oh, what am I doing? I need to read these first. Jesus. Okay. So tomorrow we have the sun reversed. Can you tell I'm tired? When cloudy skies pass, the sun comes out, shining warmth and happiness on everyone's lives. The excitement, renewed energy, and joy Jack experiences when he discovers Christmastown perfectly embody the energy of the Sun Tarot card. Reversed, the sun can either represent reckless idealism and a runaway ego, or a lack of joy in your life. Have you become bogged down in a day-to-day details? Do something fun and unexpected to shake yourself out of a humdrum mindset. This suit is really well suited with the Nine of Goblets, Nine of Cups energy. I love that the sun is reversed because it's a reminder that we are the ones that can make the joy. But if we're stuck in the doldrums, then we're just going to be sad no matter what's going on around us. We could be literally in Christmastown and be sad if we want to be. It's up to you. Okay. Three of Candles reversed. This is for Wednesday the 8th. Three of Candles reversed shows a need for broader thinking. Don't limit yourself or sell yourself short. Your potential is infinite. Think bigger and make a plan for expansion and growth. Oh, that's such a good sign. Next, we have for Thursday the 9th, the Empress reversed. The Empress is a maternal, nurturing figure who enjoys self-indulgence and life's creature comforts. Our Empress is the corpse mom who is often seen leading her child on a leash. Are you being too hard on yourself? You may have been feeling self-critical lately, but beating yourself up about perceived failures and flaws won't help. Be patient and give yourself room to make mistakes. They're learning opportunities. So this is on Thursday the 9th. Friday the 10th, we have Temperance. Card number 14. Like pouring magical potions into a cauldron, temperance represents the act of combining different elements together in perfect harmony. The message of temperance is moderation. Now isn't the time for excess or extremes, so make sure you're maintaining balance in your life. Remember, whatever you put out, you'll get back. It's all about give and take. Embrace the flow. So that was on Friday the 10th. And then finally, Saturday the 11th, we have the star reversed. The star represents trust, faith, and a newly found clarity. When all feels lost, have hope. Like Zero's glowing jack-o'-lantern nose, the star will light your way and guide you forward. Are you feeling confused, lost, or discouraged? Don't despair. The star is a comforting beacon of light. Trust in yourself and you'll find your way out of the fog. Your dreams are still possible. You just need to believe in them again. All right, so that is for the remainder of this week. Let me pull next week's dailies and then I shall be open for requests. If you have any requests, go ahead and drop them in the chat and I will get to them in the order I received them if I have time. Because I'm also tired. So you got me till like 11:30 or midnight, maybe. It's my time. It's 11:04 right now. So I probably got about 30 minutes before one of my babies starts crying. Okay, so this is for Sunday the 12th. Hold on. I need a drink. Not box with the resist. Save your fine. I'm genuinely worried about your leg if you sleep in this couch. Oh my god, that's a ghost. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? Ah, a ghost. Making me cough. Anyway, so if you have any requests, you can drop them in the chat. I will get to them as soon as I'm done pulling the daily cards for the 12th through the 18th. And I do have all of my tarot decks available, so you can request whichever one you like. Oh, okay. So this is for Sunday the 12th. We have the Seven of Candles reversed. Monday the 13th. This one is the first quarterly last go? These, what, Four of Potions reversed. Tuesday the 14th. The Fool reversed. Wow, I'm getting a lot of reversed cards. Wednesday the 15th. Baby awake.
Oh no, I can't see her on the camera.
Well, she was feet towards the camera at one point, so she probably did roll.
I can't see baby.
Okay, you wanna go check on it real quick? I'm sure she's fine. 12th, 13th, 14th. Wednesday the 15th. Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Will you give me a card? Wednesday, October 15th. Thank you. Whoa. Okay, the Hierophant reversed. I'll take it. I'll be up in a little bit. Thursday the 16th. Oh, the Sun reversed. Are you sure? I mean that okay, that flung I can't not accept. Okay. Fucking day was I even on there? So we have the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. Friday the 17th is next. Okay. Are you for real? You just throw the whole freaking deck at me? No, that's rude. That's so rude. That was so rude. Try that again, please. Bear with me 1 second. Trying to boost my thing 1 second and TikTok because TikTok could be stupid. Oh, it's almost 1:11. I just know it's 11:10 right now. Da, 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 da. And just getting the link here. Go. Okie dokies. Okay. So where were we? The 17th, right? I got distracted. ADHD. So Friday the 17th. What do we have Friday the 7th? Friday the 17th. Ooh. Okay, we got the Hanged Man for Friday the 17th. And then finally, for Saturday the 18th. Saturday the 18th. Oh, okay. The Chariot. There we go. All right. So give me just a moment to get these out of the way. Take a picture, do a quick read, and then I am open to requests. Go ahead and drop your requests in the comment. It is free. I don't require anything. Be appreciated if you like, share all the things, but I'm not going to be like, no, you have to give me something to get a tarot reading. I'll push it. I do it for the funsies. There we go. Picture. Right. Okay. So we start with the Seven of Candles reversed. Seven of Candles is the Seven of Wands. Has your self-confidence taken a hit recently? Are you feeling overwhelmed or exasperated? Don't get so bogged down in the details that you lose sight of the larger picture. Remember how far you've come. You're more than capable of making your dreams come true. That's for Sunday the 12th. For Monday the 13th, we have the Four of Potions reversed. Introspection can be really positive, but make sure to stay connected to the world around you. Take a moment alone, check in with yourself, and gather your thoughts. Then move back into being social. Isolation will do more harm than good. So remember to get out there on Monday the 13th. Socialize, talk to your friends, they miss you. Tuesday the 14th, we have the Fool reversed. We start off with Zero the Fool. The Fool represents someone who's starting an exciting adventure. Jack Skellington, like the Fool, is enthusiastic and determined as he sets out on his ill-advised journey to take over Christmas. Reversed, Jack's naivete and idealism initially blind him to the damage he causes when taking over Christmas. Learn from his mistakes. Stay excited about the future, but be sensible. And look before you leap. Panicking solves nothing, people. Remember that, please. So that's the 12th, 13th, and 14th. The 15th, we have the Hierophant reversed. Number 5. And the Hierophant is a teacher and a leader who values traditions, rules, and order just as much as the mayor of Halloween Town. Reversed, are you feeling rebellious and dissatisfied with the status quo? It might be time to turn your back on tradition and go your own way. Trust yourself and trust your intuition. The Sun reversed. I will do a quick one of that because we read that earlier. The Sun can either represent reckless idealism and a runaway ego or a lack of joy in your life. Have you become bogged down in day-to-day details? Do something fun and unexpected to shake yourself out of the humdrum mindset. So just a reminder, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and Thursday the 16th. Friday the 17th, we have the Hanged Man, number 12. The Hanged Man represents a great pause, unexpected delays, and the need for a shift in perspective. In this deck, the Hanged Man is represented by Sandy Claus, who's been captured in Oogie Boogie's lair. Life is unpredictable, and your circumstances can change very quickly. It's easy to get caught up in plans, goals, and thinking about the future, but the Hanged Man reminds you it's important to pause every once in a while, focus on the present, and appreciate where you are in life. If not, a villainous boogeyman might just show up and do it for you. So on Friday the 17th, you might feel dissatisfied with the fact that you can't change the world, but sometimes you just have to actually just focus on where you are and appreciate that and accept the things that you literally have no power to change, but you can still appreciate everything that you have in front of you. In this deck, it gives me a things could be worse mindset, which I don't really like. So I wanted to give a little more of a nicer interpretation of this. And then finally, we have the Chariot. Sometimes I get confused sometimes because this one I want to say the Moon every time it pops up for obvious reasons. So the Chariot, number 7. Got so many major arcana in this reading, like literally one after another. We got the Fool, Hierophant, Sun, Hanged Man, and the Chariot. We have all major arcana after the first two. That's crazy. Okay. So finally, Saturday the 18th, we have the Chariot. With determination, focus, and drive, Jack steers his sleigh through the night sky, delivering presents on Christmas Eve. The Chariot represents progress, forward momentum, and the harnessing of inner strength to overcome obstacles in your way. Jack stops at nothing to make his dreams come true. This singular commitment to a goal is what the Chariot is all about. Don't get sidetracked because there's no time for doubts. Continue forward with fierce determination and don't let anything stand in your way. That is a great lead up. Oh my gosh, I just realized the 18th is the No King's Day protest. So the No King's Day protest is marked by the Chariot. That's wonderful. I love that. Okay. So if there are any requests, go ahead and pop them in the chat. I have TikTok on this side. I have Substack on this side. Okay. Now's the perfect time to drop in your requests. I have multiple decks available. You've got me for at least 10 more minutes. Rebecca, should you reach out to Billy? Which deck would you like? I have multiple, as well as just a standard traditional kind. Thank you for the likes, shares, and all the things. So for Rebecca, just let me know which deck you would like, or I can just go with my standard traditional. My choice? Alrighty. Let me just put this one back. Okay. Put this on here. You know what? I'm going to use my cat pharaoh deck because my name is Kitty, and I very much enjoy cats. Okay. So these are all available along with just a standard one. Use my cat tarot deck for this one. This is for Rebecca. Should you reach out to Billy? And again, my tarot readings are always free. can join my Discord and request one at literally any time. You never have to wait for me to go live to do that. Okay. This is going to be a simple 3-card draw. You have the Two of Pentacles, very much a choice of should I or shouldn't I. Usually when they take a minute like that, they're telling me to give it a shuffle. Ooh, okay. You have the Eight of Wands reversed. A little bit of hesitancy. Kind of a look before you leave. I love that it's an orange cat and it's fall. So it's like literally this time of year. That's funny. Worry of overreacting, but don't want to jump the gun. That's all. What's the advice? The final card here is the advice. Okay, you want me to shuffle one more time? Page of Pentacles. That seems like a yes, you should reach out to Billy. Let me go ahead and read the card so that way you can come to your own conclusions. And bear with me, I'm just getting a drink real quick. I know I'm a witch, but I don't mean to sound like a croaking one. Okay. So this is for Rebecca. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. The Two of Pentacles represents a looming choice, perhaps even conflicting distractions. Reversed, you may be spreading your resources too thin, rein in your overindulgence, and start your own personal austerity measures. It's time to exercise some of that discipline you're known for. This situation isn't permanent, but it isn't ending anytime soon. Then we have the Eight of Wands reversed. Oh my God, flip to the right page already. There we go. Stay on your toes. Life's about to speed up in the best way. Too many fun distractions. Which way to look? What to play with first? It appears those dreams of a change in scenery and new adventure will have to go on the back burner. Consider slowing down, lazing around, languorously licking your nether regions. It happens, no judgment. And then finally, the Page of Pentacles. Da-da-da. I think the person who requested this may have left the area, but that is okay. I will still post it once I get off the line. Getting off to the right start will portend great success and good fortune ahead. Precocious youth that he is, the Page of Pentacles needs you to take a good hard look at your future. This is about seeing beyond the treat and the outstretched hand in front of you. A good plan and a strong start guarantee success. The brightly hued Pentacle Suncatcher here reminds you to find all the unique and colorful things about yourself. Let your light shine through it. So, as always, I do like to read the guidebook as well as provide my personal interpretation. And the question was for Rebecca and if she should reach out to Billy. Based on the artwork alone, my overall interpretation was yes. And I read the guidebook as well so that if there's an underlying message that I don't know, it provides it to the person who requested it. Okay, so that was for Rebecca. I will post this later after I've left the live because I believe she may not be in the chat anymore. There you are. Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay, cool. It didn't show you at first. All right, you're very welcome. I'll still post it just because I like to post them. If you don't want me to, let me know. No worries. And just as always, I am on Discord, so you don't have to wait for me to go live. Anybody can request a free tarot reading at any time. My Discord is in my link tree. You can find me What Up Witches on every platform. It's the same tag, spelled the same everywhere. So if you go to like a link tree / What Up Witches, you'll find me everywhere. Blue Sky and Substack are my two main ones. TikTok is mostly promotional. And then Discord, you can always reach me. It's in the graveyard, but we had somebody request something today, so that was nice. All right. Anybody else have a request? I believe the babies are still good, but let me check on them real quick. I have time for at least a couple more, I believe, unless the baby starts crying. I see a little baby toe, so she good. The other kid is not making noise, so I think we're good. Alrighty. Thank you for the likes and the shares and all the things. I definitely have time for some more since the babies weren't crying. For Marge, should you reconcile with your sister? Funny how we have the Two of Swords right there of a yes or no right away. Do you have a preference for deck? Oh, it's making me do the stupid "Are you still here?" puzzle piece thing. Okay, there we go. No preference. Okay. This is the one that I had just pulled out, so I'll go ahead and do that. So, should you reconcile with your sister? Hey, Kayla. Absolutely. You can ask a second question. You can ask as many as you like. I'll answer until I can't. I'll try to take any questions the order in which they come in. If there are double questions, I might allow a new person to go first. But yeah, if there's nobody else asking questions, you're more than welcome to ask multiple questions in a row. This is my tried and true tarot deck. It's my oldest. Should you reconcile with your sister? Oh, okay. You've got two really that popped out right there. And not for nothing, the tower was what was underneath it all. So we've got the Two of Wands and the Five of Pentagrams, or Pentacles reversed. They're both reversed. That's very stuck, unable to do the things that you've desired, unable to connect or reach out. But things are starting to look up. You're in a better position now than you used to be, or at least things are starting to move in a better direction. But you've been through a very rough time, both together and separately. So the answer is this next card of should you or should you not. And the card that literally flew out was the Ace of Wands. That feels like a yes to me. But I'm going to go ahead and read from one of my guidebooks. This particular guidebook sucks. I'm not going to use that one. And it's the one that came with the deck, but I'm going to use a different one here. I'm going to use my Pot Tarot deck. It's simple. They have simple meanings. I like this one. So starting with the Two of Wands, this one is for March. Should you reconnect with your sister? Starting with the Two of Wands. It's back to the drawing board with you as you try to reassess and adjust your personal priorities, values, and goals. The people around you aren't getting it, and you're in danger of wasting your talent. If presented with two possible paths, harness your intuition to choose the right step. And then we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. The road to recovery, whatever that might mean for your circumstances, is nigh, but pace yourself. Healing takes time. Just know that richer times lie ahead. Richer bud in this one. And then finally, the Ace of Wands. Fun that we go from the 2 to the Ace. The Ace of Wands offers up this fresh, new, bursting with nothing but promise, opportunity, and inspiration and creativity. I'm sorry, ugh. Let me rephrase that. The Ace of Wands offers up this fresh new time, bursting with nothing but promise, opportunity, adventure, inspiration, and creativity. See this as a sign to follow your bliss, pursue an unfulfilled passion, or commune with your higher being. So that was for Marge, and should you reach out to your sister? Take that as however that means for you, but the basic yes, no answer I got was maybe yes, does not have to be right now, but maybe in the future you could reevaluate where you stand and what you would hope that reconnection to be. You're welcome. And for Rebecca, does he miss you? Absolutely. Request for deck? All right. Figured that was the answer, so I just went ahead and pulled this one up. If at any time a deck speaks to you, let me know. I'm mostly going by vibes. And thank you for the likes and the shares and all the things. Oh, I looked up and it's 440. I have 444 likes. That's cute. Oh, thank you. 444. Does Billy miss you? We start off with the 10 of Bud reversed. So feeling like you have poured everything into something and then just emptied it right on out. You've been seeing 444 all day. Wow, that's a really good sign. 4 is a very lucky number. Seeing all fours is a really good thing. And it simplifies down to the number 3 because 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. You want to simplify down to a single digit whenever you're doing like the numerology thing. And 3 is representative of the goddess Hecate, who is actually the one goddess that I have an altar for. So I usually see 4s and 3s all the time. And I never really put that together that was related to Hecate until very like the last few months. Okay, then you have the 8 of joints reversed. So the good news is you are rather methodical and you have a process, but you might be feeling like everything has been thrown out of whack. So does Billy miss you? Was the question. The answer is this next part of yes or no. Oh, a baby is crying. So I might be done. Depends with my husband. Wheel of Fortune. This is a hard one to say a yes or a no. My intuition is yes, there is an underlying of he does miss you, but whether or not it is a positive indicator of if you should reach out or not, I don't know. Let me go ahead and read what that means from the guide just for more context. The Wheel of Fortune is tricky when you have like yes or no questions. So starting off with the 10 of Bud. In this presentation, the 10 of Buds symbolizes poor choices when it comes to your resources, whether that means actual financial circumstances, distribution of your energy, or the family relationships you've developed. It's time to take a step back and think about your long term goals. So, if this were Billy, this is how he has felt about whatever the relationship situation is, and possibly his own actions and how he is involved in it. Kind of like poor choices, there's regret, there's shame, there's uncertainty. Right now, we've got the Eight of Joints reversed. Did you ask the universe for patience? Because it is providing you with a great opportunity to practice it. Things have come to a standstill, and while there is lots to do, you simply can't rush the process. Focus on follow through. So this could really be applied to either and or both. If it is related to Billy and his feelings on the subject, it could be that it is encouraging him to focus on following through with whatever he has promised to do for himself or for others. If it's you, it could be simply say what you mean and mean what you say, which is often how I interpret that card. The Wheel of Fortune is the next one. This is the question, the answer to the question, the yes or no. When upright, nothing but options and possibilities as far as the eye can see. You may experience unexpected encounters. Be open to what the spiritual and psychic world may put in your path. You never know what strain will be right for your trip. So, with the unexpected encounters, it could be that yes, he does miss you and that he maybe would be pleasantly surprised if you were to reach out to him. That's how I'm interpreting it. Take it to mean what you will, what it resonates to you. I don't know your situation. I'm simply pulling the cards. Whether or not they mean something is completely up to you. My track record says I'm pretty good, though. You're welcome. All right. Let me check on the babies real quick. All right. I see baby feet. They have calmed down. They are no longer crying. I might be able to sneak in one more before I have to call it a night. Thank you for the likes and the shares and all the things. Bear with me one moment. I need a smoke break. Binkus bonkus, don't hit the bongus. But in the meantime, if there are any more questions, I have enough time for one more, I think. So feel free to drop it down below. Has anybody else totally got that K-pop Demon Hunter like entire album stuck in their fucking head? We finally saw the movie and it was amazing. And I love it. Yo, oh, yo, oh, that'll be added to my collection of things to watch later. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Absolutely, I can. So the last question is if the two of you will get back together. Pardon, I'm trying not to cough my brains out. Yeah, the K-pop Demon Hunters is pretty damn good. I'm not even gonna lie. Let me get some of these up way. I just got too much going on over here. All right. I think I'm gonna do my supernatural. I really like my supernatural deck. It's been working really good lately. My tried and true is nice, but I like the ones that I actually can use the guidebook, and I enjoy this guidebook. Okay. And I just enjoy the artwork of this deck so much. Okay. So will the two of you get back together was the question. This is probably the last question I can do tonight. But feel free to message me. You can find me on Discord. I believe there's a link for that in my link tree. All of my socials are under What Up Witches. You can find me anywhere. You can message me here on TikTok. And I will happily answer any questions I can as quickly as I can. I am a stay-at-home mom to two kids. I homeschool. So I get to it when I can, which is usually way late at night. Uh, but I will get it done as soon as I can. Okay. Cool. So this is my last question for tonight, but you can always reach out to me for any more. Last shuffle, and then we'll get that answer. Will the two of you get back into together? Will you get back together? We've got the Knight of Blades, just Abaddon. And I love in the shirt, it says, "The devil made me do it." Love that. She's very, I get what I want. She's action oriented. She's smart. Honestly, as far as villains go, she's pretty badass. I'm not even gonna lie. She demands truth as well. That's very important. The Three of Pentagrams reversed. So that is a lack of communication sometimes, or there's lots of ways to interpret that. I'll let the guidebook kind of give more details and then I'll give my interpretation. As of right now, there's definitely the separation and a lack of communication. So if there is hope to get back together, the answer of yes or no will be the next card. Will kind of be the result of whether or not you can communicate. I can tell you right now, communication makes or breaks everything. So the yes or no of will you get back together? Did something flip? I thought I saw something flip. Yes, something did flip. The Queen of Pentagrams reversed. This gives me no energy, not immediately, but let me read. I like that there's the feminine energy on either end of this. That feels important, to say the least. So, starting with the Knight of Blades. Abaddon is an intelligent, aggressive, and sadistic knight of hell who leads an uprising against Crowley upon discovering that the salesman, as she calls him, has become the king of hell. The Knight of Blades represents an impulsive figure who steps in and takes action when others falter. If you find yourself stalling or putting something off, this tarot card advises you to act now. Then we have the Three of Pentagrams reversed. While the upright Three of Pentagrams represents productive, harmonious collaborations, its reversed orientation suggests a collaboration is struggling. This could be due to a communication breakdown, or your goals might not have enough clarity. To get things on track, take a step back and review the current strategy with everyone involved to ensure you're all on the same page. And then finally, we have the Queen of Pentagrams. I love these cards. They're so much fun. While the upright Queen of Pentagrams suggests the cultivation of material abundance, reversed, this tarot card advises you to cultivate an inner wealth. Focus on self-care now. Recognizing and nurturing your emotional and spiritual needs will put you in the balanced frame of mind needed to manifest physical success. So this feels, ooh, she threw herself at me. She yelled at me that you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself first before you think about anything else. Once you put yourself on that pedestal and remind yourself that you are that queen, then you will treat yourself as such, and you will demand nothing less than the respect the queen deserves. Again, the feminine energy of demanding what you want and going after it, and being the woman who will stand up when all the men falter. I love that. And being the woman who takes care of herself so that you know what you deserve. Let me check the baby. All right, there we go. Oops. I did say that was my last one, but you know what, Crystal? I think I have enough time for you. It's going to stick with the same supernatural cards, if that's okay, just because I don't have time to take out a new deck. You're very welcome. So, Crystal, if you're still here, will R ever reach out? Is the question. And I know that you're still here and I can pull those cards. Otherwise, I might have to call off for the night because I'm getting tired. It's getting close to midnight. But I'm happy to do this last one before I call it. Oh, well, apparently they were ready before I was. The Fools is the very first card that pops out. Oh, that's funny. The Fool's reversed. Will R ever reach out was the question for Crystal. So that's kind of like feeling like a fool, feeling like you're waiting on something that's never going to happen. But the new beginnings take time to manifest. And sometimes you just have to look before you leap. So will R ever reach out for Crystal? Just going to go ahead and get this done because I already started. So now I feel, the Knight of Blades popped out again. So that feels kind of like if you want R to reach out, maybe you should reach out. So the last card is the yes or no. Will R reach out for Crystal? Wow, the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, how'd you get the two? Wow. I shuffle. You saw me. That's impressive. I'm impressed. Okay, the Fools. The Fools represent the very beginning of an important new journey or major life change. Sam and Dean Winchester's transition into solo hunters after their father's disappearance perfectly embodies the spirit of the Fool tarot card. The Fool reversed comes as a warning against impulsive action. Plan your next moves carefully to avoid getting caught up in a messy predicament. Even if you do find yourself trapped, remember all's not lost. Like Sam and Dean, there will be friends and allies along the way to help you through thick and thin, come what may. So, if you, so the question was, will R reach out? If this were him, he may be trying not to be impulsive. If he is going to reach out, he's thinking about it first. The Knight of Blades, again, I can't get over that. So the Knight of Blades represents an impulsive figure. Again, impulsive. We have two impulsivities right next to each other, who steps in and takes action when others falter. If you find yourself stalling or putting something off, this tarot card advises you to act now. So if R doesn't reach out, maybe Crystal should. And then finally, Queen of Pentagrams. I cannot believe the same two cards. This time, the Queen of Pentagrams is upright. So at least you get a different reading this time. The Queen of Pentagrams, like entrepreneurial fallen angel Anael, is a business-savvy opportunist who appreciates the finer things in life. Anael turns her powers into profits by becoming a faith healer. The Queen of Pentagrams tarot card advises you to embrace your inner pragmaticism to create abundance in your life. That's interesting to me. So, again, kind of a create your own destiny. If you want R to reach out and he hasn't, then maybe create your own destiny. All right, everybody, thank you so much. I appreciate all the likes and the shares and all the gifts and all the things. I am exhausted. It is 8 minutes to midnight. I have two babies and I have to homeschool and do all the things. So good night, everybody. I shall be back another day. Episode 10 of What Up Witches will air on Sunday, the 12th. We had to push off episode 10 because we both had family shit to do. So I went ahead and went live for tarot tonight. I'm tired. I'll try to go live again later this week. But you can always reach me on Discord. And in the meantime, follow us on Blue Sky, follow us on Substack. That's where we will post everything when we can. And join the Discord, get it out of the graveyard, please. See you later, witches. And that, and that.